Hello, everybody. We're going to be going over why HOAs suck, and you should try and avoid them at all costs. Or at least that's my opinion. It's up to you. Maybe you like your HOA. Maybe HOAs are great. But I think they kind of suck. And let's see why I may be right.
Safe.
Not just her family, others in the neighborhood.
Sure.
That woman called consumer expert Amy Davis for some help, and the HOA told her that she needed to remove the fence, the safety fence around her swimming pool. Amy?
Yeah, that's right. So the fence was built the same year that the home and the pool were built in 2014. Their homeowner's insurance company told them they are required to have a fence around their pool, but just last year, 2 years later in 2016, the HOA told the family to take it down.
Four things motivated Susan Durgaprasad and her husband to install this safety gate around their backyard pool.
Okay, Mango.
6-year-old Kaz, 7-year-old Raya, and their dogs Mango and Coconut.
It provides safety for the entire community and our family.
But their homeowners association in Bender's Landing in Spring says this fence is not compliant with association guidelines and it must go.
The pool fence is not an eyesore. It blends into the home. It matches our home. And there's probably been at least 50 pool fences of this same type installed in this neighborhood.
Really? We sent Sky 2 over the subdivision to check that out. In a matter of minutes, we found 7 pool fences just like Durgaprasad's. By email, Bender's Landing HOA president.
So hopefully they're telling this to all the people and they're not just targeting the ones that they don't like. We'll see about that, though. They could easily just be targeting someone.
Bruce Johnson contends that corner lots like hers can only have a non-privacy fence constructed of iron.
A privacy fence goes around the perimeter of your yard. A pool fence is totally different.
And attorney David Kahn says the subdivision's deed restrictions make no mention at all of pool fences.
And the way Texas law works is it says if the deed restrictions don't impose a restriction, it's up to the owner to decide how to use their property.
One of the homes with a fence just like Durgaprasad we saw from Sky 2 is also on a corner lot. Still, the board has denied her appeal to allow her fence twice.
The rules of the subdivision seem to have more precedence over human life, and that's what bothers us a lot.
Kahn says she has 3 choices: move, pay for a much more expensive fence allowed by the HOA, or sue the board.
What sometimes I tell homeowners is they have to sue first to have a fair chance.
So, yeah, sometimes you might have to sue first to have a fair chance. And clearly the HOA isn't enforcing this for everyone, which is kind of odd, not gonna lie. But if you do happen to be on an HOA, join the board. That is the best thing you can do, is try and join the board so you don't have to deal with this, right?
Intrusive, invasive, and just downright creepy neighbors in a South Florida community say their HOA could stand to be a bit more, MIA.
Yeah, tonight, Laren shows us it's a lesson anyone in an HOA could learn from.
This is where we live, and it's not right.
Lloyd Havel lives at the Hills of Inverary in Lauderhill, a private community, and called me after getting a call from his HOA.
Car's expired and in disrepair. I'm like, car's not in disrepair, I drive it, and its tags are expired. So I said, okay, fine.
Lloyd tells me he bought a new car and moved the old one outside, covered it until he could decide what to do with it, which prompted another question and call to the HOA.
So that's fine, we'll go ahead and move the car or do that. That's not really a problem, but how did you even know that? He's like, oh, well, we went up and we uncovered your car and we searched on your car. And I said, you did what?
Lloyd's next call was to Lauderhill Police to report the incident. He also started talking.
No one should be touching your car without your permission. That is just not okay.
To the neighbors who had their own stories. Storage bins opened and rummaged through on their patios. This 2014 police report was made after a woman claimed a worker broke into her screened-in patio.
Actually went, slid open the screen, reached inside, found the lock for the door, broke in.
To use an electrical outlet.
They're breaking into these people's houses? I mean, if you live in an HOA, you never actually own your home. The HOA owns it, so I'm pretty sure it's still illegal, but I'm just saying.
That worker claimed the okay was given by the same property manager police talked to in Lloyd's incident, who says he spotted Lloyd's parked covered car with a flat tire. The property manager says Lloyd's driveway is a limited common area, meaning he's allowed to access it, and said the disabled covered car violated the association's rules, so he lifted the cover, noted the expired tag, and then called Lloyd.
That's the scary part about it. These are the ones that we know about. How many more that we don't know about? The bigger issue is, why are you doing this? And we feel it's kind of creepy.
I was given the same letter Lloyd got from his HOA's lawyers, which cited.
It's super creepy that you're just spying on the people who live in your community. No one would live in an apartment building if their landlord came in and just snooped through their area to see what they were doing.
Lloyd's driveway is a common element that the association must be able to access, and that Lloyd has no right to privacy from the association identifying a car parked in a driveway.
It's a balancing act.
Kenneth Lewis practiced HOA and condo law and now teaches it. He says HOAs don't have unfettered rights to do what they want.
What happens oftentimes is that members of the board overreach in their zeal to do the right thing.
And he says homeowners' rights in an HOA are not absolute. That's when the rules have to be clear to and for everyone.
They're seeking here to have the condominium.
Definitely overreaching. Definitely not okay.
9-year-old Jason is concerned.
I'm still worried a little. I'm still a little worried because I just think it's going to get all stolen, you know?
This sheet of paper is the cause for the concern. A list left earlier this week by Homeowners Association of Auburn Greens that mandates leaving garage doors up from 8 to 4 Monday through Friday.
I don't think it's a good idea because they're going to steal my bike. I got electric scooter. I got I got electric wheelchair. I got all kinds of stuff. I just don't think it's a good idea to have it open.
For every home like Jason's that is following the new rule, there are plenty of others that are not, like Shally Ia.
I have nothing to hide. I understand somebody had people living in the garage. I don't. I am following the rules. All I'm asking is a reasonable way of going around this. If you want to do a bi-monthly inspection of my garage, I have nothing to hide. If I have something
That's insane. They're requiring them to keep their garage doors open. It sounds like because someone had people living in their garage. First of all, it's your home. You should be allowed to do what you want with it. But again, you live in an HOA, so you will never actually own the home. And if they don't like you, they can sell your home without your permission. So avoid HOAs at all costs. But we are going to go ahead and give this video a like. I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed and shared this video. Don't forget to comment, but we'll get right back into it.
that's being stored in there and you don't like it, I'll remove it.
Residents say a $200 fine and an administrative hearing are the potential punishment for keeping the door down. But for some, paying the fine may be worth avoiding a burglary.
Let me give you the $200 fine right now. Give me a month so that I can get my stuff out, and I might as well empty everything out and leave the garage door open permanently, because there's no point in having a garage door then.
A call to the Homeowners Association for Auburn Greens wasn't returned, and the office was closed.
What is the point in having a garage door if you have to leave it open all day? That makes no sense. And it doesn't look like they have good security around here if everyone's worried about stuff being stolen. So they need to hire a security team if they're gonna try and tell people to do this crazy thing. Makes no sense. HOA's mad with power. Absolute power corrupts everyone. Absolutely.
Closed during the hours it had posted as opened. As some residents seem to be testing how open the garage needs to be, regardless of the choice to keep the door up or down, many residents share a common disdain for the rule.
I hope it does change. I hope it does.
Well, that is all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and try and avoid HOAs at all costs.